Hello students. So today we will learn something about the topo sheet. Okay. Now while learning about the topo sheet, the first thing I would like to tell you all that you have to learn the signs and symbols that are given in your textbook. Because that you have to learn it by heart, what sign and what symbol represent the physical features. For example, the fort, how a fort looks, permanent settlement, temporary settlement, permanent hut, so forth and so on. Different types of roads. Okay, all these are given in your textbook. You have to learn, you have to memorize these things. Even the colors you have to memorize. Yellow color means agriculture, green color means vegetation, that is forests, white patch where if it is written open scrub, even that comes under forest, open scrub. Okay, sometimes it is bad land. Then various heights are given, how to measure the heights. For example, 217, and there's a triangle, so that is a triangulated height 217 meters above sea level. Okay, contour lines, all these things are given there in your textbook. Apart from these signs and symbols being given in your textbook, you would be provided a key along with the topo sheet. It is on the same page as it is on the topo sheet. The same page, down in the down portion, you will get the key to whatever is there on the top. Maximum things you will find there in the key. So if you make wise use of the key, you will be able to solve the topo sheet questions correctly. So how to solve the topo sheet? I'll be sending around 2 or 3 small very short videos where I need to teach things manually, which I cannot be able to, which I would not be able to explain through my video. I have made another video where I have shown it physically, how to measure the distance along the cart track, how to take out the 6-figure or 4-figure grid reference of a particular area on the map. So the longitudinal lines which are increasing numerically towards the right side, towards the east, are called as eastings, and the latitudinal lines which are increasing towards the north are called as northings, right? So when we have to take out a 6-figure grid reference or a 4-figure grid reference, we have to make use of these lines. These I have explained in the video, so I will not tell you now. For example, now if they ask you that what is the occupation of the people living in the region in grid square 9576. Now in the topo sheet which I have with me, the picture which I will send it to you all, 45D/7, eastings 91 to 01, northings 73 to 83. In this topo sheet, the occupation of the people living at Antroli, the main occupation would be agriculture. Since the region is covered in yellow color, the entire area is yellow color, that means the people are carrying on agriculture as the main occupation, and I can see a small temple, there. So the second occupation can be priest, working as priest in temple. So the two occupations of Antroli would be 1, agriculture, and 2, working as priest in the temple.